MLB starter grades, June 24th, 2025. I'm Justin Perry. And as much as I can, I will be on here, hopefully in the mornings, discussing my starter grades, the sheet that I have here to the side of me. I'm not going to try to figure out which side. Value grades, performance grades, expected market grades, everything I think I need to handicap the slate every single day. I only bet first five grades. Going to talk about the bets that I already have in today based on the data here. Everything you're seeing is from Pitcher List, these first three columns, and then everything else is just basic Fangraphs data. That big shout out to Fangraphs. Definitely recommend supporting Fangraphs if you ever use it. Same with Pitcher List. I do both of those things proudly. So let's get into it. What we're seeing today. I'm just going to do it a little bit differently than last time. I'm just going to walk through the plays sheets here. Hopefully you guys can get some use out of it. We can maybe look at a couple different specific teams at the end, but let's try to get through what I like today and maybe in a little bit more of a timely fashion as I still honestly figure out how these videos are going to go, get more comfortable doing them, and hopefully put them out more. Thank you to everyone who is watching and who enjoys this stuff, win or lose. It's been a real, I think someone said it best, pendulum swing. It's been a little more positive last 3 days. Started off really hot, had a really tough week last week. I think that's all right. Honestly, I've kind of watched this for about 5 weeks now, and that was the first string of days where I felt like things just weren't going our way. It wasn't that we were wrong. It's that everything was breaking in the sixth inning, or the bad thing was happening at the end of the fifth. We were on under, everyone was scoring, and that's going to happen. So I'm not too worried. I think you want to take a look at the process behind it, how often what you're predicting occurs, maybe not in the perfect time frame or the next time out or all that type of stuff. So I like to stay applied. I've actually started putting more, I guess, risk out there in terms of trusting this at volume while it was going badly. And I think it's gone well. So I'm sticking with it. And you guys, I'll show you what I mean in a second. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plays, but that's like across 9 games. So it's really like 9 angles that I'm deploying 16 plays on. All right. Maybe as I'm rambling, you're zooming in on the sheet, seeing what I think of your favorite pitcher, and you're going to go say goodbye. Fine. Hit the like, please subscribe, whatever. I do this because I like it. If you want to support because you like it, that'd be cool. Let's get into it. Texas Baltimore, my first game of the day. I am taking Texas on the first 5 money line and Texas to score over 2.5 runs in the first 5 innings. Pretty clearly going to be a play against Morton, pulling in the C minus. But most importantly, I think at this point for me, the way I've been doing it is really, that's not the way I should zoom in. Sorry. Using the Apple zoom and not the web browser zoom. That's on me. This way we can see the pitcher name stay, which is nice. But Morton's performance in my determination here, -19, pretty low. And that's with the market expecting him to be around -9. That means, according to his own value, he's doing worse than what you might think under the hood, right? That's the value grade compares the pitcher to his own performance. So like Lats here, you're going to see, all right, getting a C because a 1 and a 1, you're not really going to be getting anything out of him where you're surprising anyone. Morton actually might be pitching better than he actually is right now. And I think he's gotten like 4 wins in a row or something. It makes some sense. He's done well recently, so we can investigate how that's looking quickly down here if we really want to. Why not? So yeah, you can see everything's kind of shifted for Morton recently. The expected FIP has been good. The ERA recently has been great. The BABIP is that's pretty crazy. So it's definitely looked like he's figured something out a little bit, maybe a little pause there, but I'm going to trust the PLV, the PLA look like he's, average. Maybe he's played some weaker opponents. This is a large deviation in the last 2 weeks from what his season has looked like. Maybe a small investigation into that if you're more serious about each individual play rather than necessarily trusting it from afar. But good to be able to check in on things. Nonetheless, I did take that play. It's in. not changing it. I think it is a good spot there. Texas offense pretty good. And we could look. Let's see. Morton, Baltimore game log. It's an easy Google search. Check out ESPN here. Yeah. So 4 straight wins in June. No home runs allowed in the entire month. White Sox, Athletics, Angels, and at Tampa Bay. I mean, I remember. I think I faded in at Tampa Bay. I was pretty surprised that no one like took me yard. 6 fly balls at that park. This is pretty weak opponents. I mean, to escape both at Athletics and at Tampa Bay without a home run allowed is pretty crazy. But I mean, these are some of the weaker offenses. Tampa Bay is pretty good. He's clearly doing something, man. It's been a lot better, I'll tell you that much. May was good too, but I think this is still a good spot here. This has been a lot of weak opponents. I wasn't really starting. Could be a tough day for Mr. Morton. We'll see. Those are some good numbers. That's for sure. He's doing well. Spending too much time on one play. That's fine. First play of the day. Lauer Allen pitching Toronto, Cleveland here. This is going to be pretty clear. Both getting that D grade, not seeing a lot in terms of a lot of good stuff. Lauer, I don't think he's thrown a lot of pitches, so maybe a little risky there. Seeing some stuff we don't really like in the pitch level metrics, especially the PLA is pretty good, but the lack of quality pitches from both of them is a little bit concerning, at least compared to the bad pitch ratio. That's all going to dive this number down. We've been against Allen a couple of the last times. He's I think he thwarted me last time. I lost something on him last time out, and I think I lost something on a lot of people last time out because last week was bad. But gonna go, I think, first 5 over on this one. Took over 4.5, paid -132 for Toronto, Cleveland, first 5 over, and then took Toronto to get some runs scored against Cleveland here. Just expecting that grade for Allen to be meaningful. The icy blue column here is just a easy indicator of the differences here between. So the more blue it is, the bigger the absolute difference between the performance and the market performance, and easier for my brain to just find that and make the play quickly. I don't want it to take time as a visualization exercise. I mean, the data's there. If you trust the data and you want to use it, why should it take you 3 hours to sift through it every day? This sheet allows me to make my plays in like 20 minutes with the research of hours. And it took hours and hours and hours to build the sheet, but now I get to reap the rewards. And it's fun. Sorry, there's 2 plays for the day. Next game up, Severino is pitching for the Athletics against Skubal. Wow, Skubal. Either way, that bull balls. One of the best pitchers you're going to see. 35 rating in my grade is pretty hard to get. Still a B plus, just because he's that good. You're not really it's gonna be hard. Like the value grades are really interesting because I tried to design them such that like there's value in their floor, right? So Skubal is gonna get a B plus, not just because like he's doing better than you might expect from him, but he's just so good that you want to bet on him. He's valuable. So at a 35, even a 40, like at what price is it going to become not valuable to bet on him? It's pretty high, in my opinion. And even here, with how good the market thinks he's going to be, you still want to get some action on him. He's that good. So I took Detroit first 5, and also you get the benefit of me having the advantage or the edge against Severino. So I took Detroit first 5 money line. You see a big number here. This column, can I? Yeah. Thank you. Let's freeze that up. I don't know why that. I think because it's a different browser. Yeah, I have to use Chrome. Okay. So you can see that market might think Severino's doing okay. The Sierra a little weak, but again, a 4.42. The K rate's decent. I think he's a lot worse, right? The lack of quality pitches, bad numbers, doing worse than his ERA projects on almost every one of those numbers. Maybe not the PLA, but still not a C value. It's interesting. It's interesting to try to triangulate these things, and it's still like the third week. So, yeah, that's what I took though. I usually trust the performance metric as my go-to. Next up, Rodon is playing Chase Burns, the debut for the kid in Cincinnati. Yankees tough test. I mean, you welcome to the bigs, right? I didn't really play anything here. I don't usually touch on things that I don't have much on. I would maybe consider going with Cincinnati first 5 money line on the over, expecting to see a little bit of a decrease from Rodon. Would look into weather at Great American before making plays. Did not make a play there. Strider Montas, essentially the same thing. Would maybe look for the Mets against Strider, who I project to be doing a little bit worse. He's, not, it takes these guys time to really get into it. And I think, he looks great, but he is certainly not the pitcher he was pre-injury again. He might be. I'm sure he will be. It takes usually like half a year. Look at like Sandy. It just takes forever. A 3.89 is nothing to shake your finger at by any means, but wouldn't be surprising if he had a tough time in the heat today against the Mets. Bradley Bubic. Pronunciation is not my thing. I sit on the computer all day. Leave me alone. As you might be able to guess, we have some edge here. I think I have an edge here. I might not. I think I do. But, oh, wait. Sorry. I did take New York first 5 team total over 1.5 minus 135. My apologies. I did go against Strider. I thought I had enough. And I took the game over 5 in the first 5 innings just because it's still Atlanta's offense and Montas coming back and Acuna is so good. I mean, he's so good. But there are 3, in my opinion, there are 3 insanely good players in the MLB. Maybe Cal Raleigh is encroaching on that right now this season with his performance. But in terms of projecting forward every day, Ohtani, Judge, Acuna. Those are the 3 best offensive players in terms of power hitting, contact, swing decision. It's just hard to bet against them. So, yeah, double play in the Mets. Next game, Royals against Rays. Rays on the road here. I like the Rays a lot normally just as a team. This is a triple play. I took Royals and Rays independently, both to go over the team total in the first 5. 2.5 for the Royals, 1.5 for the Rays, plus 105, minus 130, respectively. And then also took the game. Just took the game, first 5 team total. No team total. First 5 over 4.5. I mean, again, both these pitchers expected to be doing worse. 26 to a 10. A 9 to a negative 9 to a negative 21. Bradley and Bubic expected to be doing worse. In that case, I'm not taking a money line. It's probably going to be Royals. I would probably pick Royals. I would go Royals, maybe first 5 spread. But the principle of it with how, Bubic, I'm going to say it wrong a million times. It's embarrassing. But the way that he is performing right now, I just don't want to take a money line in this game. All right. That is honestly a lot of it. Well, give me 2 seconds. I got a little text. Yeah. But I didn't touch Seattle, Minnesota. Again, pretty wait a minute. Is it the wrong Luis Castillo? That is the most annoying thing. It defaults to the other Luis Castillo. That is on the Mariners. Only when I write it in does it actually go to the correct one. Dang, I think, I didn't, well, I guess it's okay. I don't think I tweeted the sheet out yet. I did send it out. So All right. I didn't make a play on this game, like I said, and this probably doesn't change too much. Maybe look for Minnesota first 5 money line. Probably going to be a play, honestly. All right, give me a second. Live play. I didn't think this was going to happen. I don't think there's enough to go on the team total for Minnesota. Yes, there is. Minnesota first 5 money line. Minnesota first 5 team total over 2.5. Let's go find those bets. Where's my phone? Ah, there it is. All right. Just saw the picture of Tyrese Halliburton getting his surgery. Okay. Hello. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. Let's make a bet. Minnesota first 5 team money line first. Best price at MGM minus 118. Make sure it's the right side. I feel like I clicked Seattle by accident. I did. I'm dumb. Minus 105. Minnesota first 5 money line minus 105, and Minnesota first 5 team total. You can go to ESPN bet, which I do not bet at, for over 1.5 minus 150. I'm going to go to DraftKings for over 2.5 plus 124. I just don't. I don't think I'd be able to bet at ESPN bet for long. It'd be probably a pain in the butt. I want that minus 150. I'm not going to go get it, but I want it. I like that play a lot. If you can get that. I mean, Twins offense is kind of clicking. Larnack, we can look. Here, I'll show you. Let's see, lineup. I have to open up my lineups page. Hold on. Really peeling back the curtain today with this play in the minute. Minnesota. Give this a second. There you go. This is still on Guerrero Jr. for a manual change. Okay. Clemens, Correa, make sure everything's correct. It is. I mean, yeah, Buxton is slapping the ball silly. Castro's performing very well at a 116. He's hot. Larnack starting to come around a little bit. I saw a bunch of home runs. His WOBA looks good in the last couple of days. He's getting the ball in play. Wallner's just ice cold in general. Just can't get anything to go. But that's a good core 6. France into Correa. And Clemens swinging a hot bat right now, too. He's cold, but he's swinging a hot bat. One of the coldest players in the MLB right now. Jeffers going through it, but was playing well. Like could go whenever. Have the power ratings there. It's Clemens has a lot of power, man. Jesus. But yeah, I mean, to get 2 runs from this team for minus 150 feels pretty good. All right. Added that play. I'll have to send that out in a second. Then next, this one I was a little torn on, honestly. I want it, but I'm a little unsure. The weather is just a little too hot to be taking the under here in St. Louis. Expecting a little bit of an elevated run scoring potential, which this sheet does not really take into account, but I try to in my plays. If you guys know me long term, you know I love weather betting and atmospheric pressure related to baseball. It's very important. Tyone looks like someone you could back, and McGreevy's numbers look incredible. He's tampered down by his lack of pitches, but he looks good. We'll see how he does today. Big test against Chicago. I did not bet this game again. I did not put anything down. Would lean towards Chicago, would lean towards an under, especially if maybe the market adjusts for the weather and gets to the right number, then yeah, maybe an under. But it could just be one of those games where everything just goes out of the park, or it's hot. It's hot. Tough to bet unders on hot days, guys. It's a real thing. Like, just imagine you got to go out there and you got to sweat and throw that ball again and again and again. Like, some pitchers can thrive in it, but like, I think it does lead to the batter having an advantage because of how little they perform compared to the hitter. I mean, pitcher. Right? Like, imagine you're the third guy up and the pitcher's been out there for 15 minutes. It's 100 degrees. You've been hanging out in the dugout. You just got a drink of water. You get to go up there. You know what he's throwing. You've seen it's that he's tick slow because he's hot. He's huffing and puffing. I don't know. It's still a human sport. We'll see. I did play Dodgers, Colorado. I took Dodgers. Again, my stuff saying that, yes, Marquez is not great, but, we think he's even worse. So, sorry, my cat. We got a new, yeah, you go in there, buddy. We got a new litter box. And he's been kicking butt and using it because I have a 20-pound cat who does not fit in regular litter boxes. Anyway, his name is Park. I'm sure he'll make an appearance. We're against Robleski. Sorry, we're on Robleski against Marquez. Took Dodgers first 5 money line, paid -195. Crazy, I know, but I thought the price for the run line was just too much still. Like -140 to win by a run, -195. I'm just gonna do -195. I don't care. And then first 5 team total was over 3.5, -115. It's Coors. The Dodgers could snap their fingers and put up 7 in an inning if they're feeling it, if they're seeing the ball. So we'll go with that. Good 20 minutes so far. We'll finish up on the quick side here with Boston. I did take Boston. I didn't take the team totals here. I just took the singular play, Boston first 5 run line, minus the 125. Anderson profiles badly. Crochet profiles well. Crochet maybe a little overvalued, though, so a little worrisome. So I didn't do more. I didn't want to take, like, LA under first 5 team total because it would actually be maybe to the over. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But he's just so much better, and Anderson's bad. I think it's a fair price. Interesting. This is a very interesting one. I don't know if we've ever seen such a stark yellow to black combo where the good pitcher is maybe overvalued. So let's see. Definitely an interesting one. As you might be able to tell, no light blue at all here. So we're not really touching Bergert versus Trevor Williams. You can see the data over here again. A lot of good pitchers over here. These matchups, Heaney. We didn't talk about Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. Sorry, I glazed over that one. I don't have a play for it. Same reasonings, right? Maybe a little bit against Freddie Peralta, maybe. And a little anti-Heaney as well. Maybe if you lean towards the over, but I'm not taking the Pirates on the road. They did a decent job last night. I just don't think this is as advantageous for them. Peralta, he's performing well enough. Stayed away. Did not touch anything in Nats Padres, and then finished up with some Giants. I just took them to crush Quantrill, essentially. I think Verlander, even though he's going to struggle and might allow some runs, the value is against Quantrill. So that works. Took first 5 run line for the Giants, -115, and first 5 team total over 2.5 plus 105. Don't love the plus 105 as much, but I got to do it. I don't love it because it's hard to hit in San Fran. But again, this Giants offense just got a big power up with Devers. Quantrill is that bad, and we have an edge against him being bad. On him being bad again. Only 2% of his pitches are more quality than bad. That's bad. Marquez is -3 for comparison, right? I love this metric. Quality pitches minus bad pitches. Bradley, Strider, Marquez, Quantrill, Allen, Morton, Lauer. Those are the single-digit guys today. Double digits, Latz, Rodon, this entire block, Bubit, Heaney, Peralta, Castillo, Paddock, Tyone, McGreevy. I mean, McGreevy is leading the pack today, and Skubal is pitching. That should tell you the potential of this McGreevy kid. I don't know if it's just that he's pitched against nobody, but a 20% clip, that's high. You only have 100% for which to make it that difference from, right? So, like, and there are average quality pitches too. This is very high. Excited. That might be a fun one to watch. If he twists up Pete Crow Armstrong all day, he's legit. Maybe an ad in fantasy. But all right, that's the sheet today. D-, lowest grade for Allen and Marquez. A-, the highest grade for McGreevy. We did not get an A or an A+ today. Fun stuff. Thank you for watching. I snuck in that extra play there. We went 8-3 yesterday. We went 13-13 on Sunday. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 13-13 on Sunday. I haven't tallied everything up in a couple days because I'm busy, and that's why this is at 1 p.m. It's probably down 3 or 4 or 5 units in close to 200 plays. So just above 51% or so estimation going into today. All right, good luck. Thank you for watching. And see you here tomorrow. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Just helps more people find it. Maybe you don't want them to find it. I do. Please. Because if people don't find it, I won't do it for a long time. So balance that out. Balance that edge against keeping it going, right? You got to feed the stream and keep it secret. Tough. Welcome to betting. Thank you again for watching. See you tomorrow.